Boom, we in now. Mr. Jeraldo,
Brother Jordan,
man, it's a pleasure, man, having you on here with me, man.
what's happening?
Yeah, I'm glad you took time to stop playing with them dead bodies to come holler at me.
It's a pleasure to be on your show. And we gonna do this the right way. We're not gonna start off like this, Jordan.
Okay, I quit.
Yeah, right. Oh
Okay,
boy.
I'm done. Now you
Yeah,
you're
right.
from
Okay.
Green Pond side?
No, I am from Roadside. Roadside is a little community, about 10 minutes from Yamasee, about 15 minutes from Walterboro. Born and raised in Roadside.
Okay, okay. See, my bad, G. I don't know why I thought you was Green Pond.
I live in Green Pond. I do live in Green Pond.
Okay, but you're from Roadside.
I am from Roadside.
All right, that'll work. Y'all zip code 29488.
No. Roadside zip code is actually falls under Yamasee 29945. Hey, some of the best came out of Roadside. Some of
Yeah,
the
I ain't
best.
tripping.
Hey, I'm here. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, hey, I'm learning something new already. I don't know why I thought you was born and raised over there in Green Pond, Roadside. Okay,
Roadside.
man. Well, all right, you the first. You're making history today. You're the first person podcast Roadside.
Roadside, baby. Roadside.
Oh, bro, I got about 50 people over there. Y'all got a
Mm.
grocery store?
Jordan,
All right, enough of that. All right.
when we get off this live and when I come to visit you on vacation,
Yeah,
you saving up, okay? Oh, that's all I'm
I,
gonna say. You
I
saving up.
apologize. I apologize.
All
I'm gonna
right.
behave. All right, for this time, I'm done.
You don't even believe that, but hey, let's go. Let's go.
All right, Mr. Brown, man. Again, I appreciate you, man, hopping on with me, man, and take me. You told me backstage you about to turn 40 this year, man. So I pray God bless you, man, and see your special day. So from a couple years ago, you was walking across the first. Was it? You was part of '03, the first class of college. Yeah, the first class. What was that like your senior year? I think you was in the band, right?
I was in the band. I was in the band. I was enjoying life. Things were going good, and just you know, life was different for me back then. Um, Coming out of in high school, I started to find myself, and lost my grandmother. I had already lost
Mm,
my mom, and I had my grandfather who was elderly or whatever, and he took great care of me, and my brothers when they came down. Everything was good, but I started feeling myself too much and got money and got a car and started hanging out. I won't say with the wrong crowd because the people that I chilled with or whatever, they weren't bad influences. They weren't. We did what we did,
yeah,
but they weren't bad influences. We didn't get in no trouble or nothing like that. But I started missing school because I would go to school at 7:45 and 8 o'clock. I'm going through the talks at the SRO and I'm out the door. I'm leaving, going to Charleston, Savannah, and then I'd be back to the school by try to be back to school by 3 o'clock, or even for band practice or whatever. So I did some crazy stuff back in school. I didn't go to school. I didn't go to class. Never a
yeah,
dummy. Never a dummy. And even Miss Anna Bright, Minister Anna Bright will tell you, Miss Brown, English teacher, she'll tell you I was never a dummy. I didn't go to school.
yeah,
I didn't go to class. And so I was supposed to graduate '03. I didn't graduate '03. I didn't graduate '04, and I quit in '05. I think it was '05. Yeah, I quit in '05. So from '05 to I think the beginning part of '06, I didn't do anything with school. I was like, whatever. But my granddad got sick and was in the hospital. I went and had a long talk with him, and he had a long talk with me, and he told me what he wanted me to do, and I did it. So I went back and got my GED in '06.
okay,
But I'm
okay,
forever repping class of '03.
yeah,
Forever,
yeah.
forever repping class of '03.
Okay, I didn't know that, man. I got my GED too. Um, man, that's crazy to how we knew each other, but I'm really getting to know you because I lost my grandfather. I lost my best friend Trail. When I went to boarding school, I met my best friend. He
Mm-hmm.
drowned. So I
Mm-hmm.
lost Trail. No, I lost my grandfather. Lost Trail. And our last year of school was when I lost my dad. I was
Mm.
17. Yeah. So those three deaths, man, really hurt. And so when I got to meet you, which is O two going into O3, my dad just passed, and like I said, man, I just emotionally going through it. Like I said, the people that we hung around wasn't bad people. We just was just being rebellious and hard headed and
Mm-hmm.
just being ourselves, like I say, smelling ourselves, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I totally applaud you, man, going back and get your GED. Because when I got out of school in '03, my mom was like, not going back because she knew I wasn't going to pay attention. I wasn't focused. So she like, the summer, I'm going to make sure you got your GED. So I got my GED the year of '03.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, okay, that's what's up, man. Again, man, I applaud you, man. Because a lot of people give up, people quit, people don't think about it. But I appreciate you taking the necessary steps to get your GED in '06.
Mm-hmm. I
That's what's up,
definitely
man.
I owed it to my grandfather. Like I said, we before he passed away in '06, me and him had a talk, a long talk. He was in the hospital in Beaufort Memorial, and I think I had that was the Nokia cell phone. I had
Yeah,
3365, I think was the number. And he called me. He was like, "Come down here. I want to talk to you." So I went down there and I said we talked for about an hour, and he told me how he felt. He told me he was proud of me. He loved me, but I needed to do some certain things. And I told
mhm.
him, "Granddaddy, I promise, I'm gonna do it. I promise I'm gonna do
Okay.
it." He did pass away not long after that, but I was grateful that I had the opportunity to get right and to do the things that he had asked me to do. Um, he didn't get to see me get my GED, but I owed it to him and myself to go back and get it.
Congratulations, man. Yeah. So how did it feel getting that GED in the mail?
Whoo! That was a relief off my shoulders, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It was. It was.
Yeah. Yeah. I failed science the first time, so I had to go back and take science again.
So okay. I'm gonna be a brainiac, and I'm gonna pat myself on the back now.
Yeah.
I didn't fail anything. First time through. First time
Okay.
through. Everything.
Okay. Okay. Congratulations, man.
Like I said, I ain't no dummy. I get lazy sometimes. I do.
Man, listen, man. All of us do.
Ooh boy.
Yeah. So after you get the GED, what does Geraldo do then?
So got my GED in '06. I was working at uh highway department DOT off of Snyder's Highway right there in Walterboro. I left DOT, got my GED, and I think I started working at Walmart overnight and or something like that. I can't remember the exact age, man. That's been some years ago now.
Yeah.
And I was still
You still
volunteering at
young,
the
boy.
boy, hush your noise. I was still volunteering at the fire department. So fast forward to 2007. 2007, Miguel Koger afforded me an opportunity to start working with him at Koger's Mortuary. Um, and I worked full time for him from '07 up until September 23. Backtrack a little bit. Actually got my start in funeral service at Young Funeral Home where I'm currently employed now.
Okay.
I started working there in '03, the summer of '03. Did some stupid stuff, got in trouble. She let me go, but we continued a great relationship, and she's actually like another mother to me. She
Okay.
knows
Okay.
me, she knows my family. She just an awesome person. So um working for Miguel '07. I was started Ogeechee Tech Mortuary Ogeechee Technical College down out in Statesboro, Georgia.
Hmm.
Started, stop, started, stop, started,
Yeah.
stop. I got bored with school. So I let that go. Kept working, kept working. So I worked, and then back in 2020, right before COVID, um, I went to Piedmont Tech and saw what other courses I needed to finish my certificate, funeral service degree or whatever. I started that. I was going back and forth every Tuesday and Thursday to Greenwood, every Tuesday and Thursday, driving 2.5 hours just to go to class. And COVID broke out, and school, whatever, everything had to become virtual. May of 2020, I got my degree.
Okay. Okay. Congratulations.
So now I got my degree in funeral service. That's another milestone for me.
Yeah.
I've done my apprenticeship according to state board regulations. That's another milestone for me. I've taken the state board test for funeral service 2 times already, and I failed, but I'm going back so that I can become a South Carolina state licensed funeral director. Um, that's
Okay.
that's my that's my ultimate goal. Um, I love funeral service. I got away from funeral service and got pulled right back into it. So
Mhm.
I understand that, funeral service is part of who I am and what I love and what I'm supposed to be doing. So
Mhm.
my ultimate goal is Jeraldo Brown, licensed funeral director, state of South Carolina.
And it's gonna happen. Hey, so I'm a that was up. Keep my prayers, man. You definitely got this. So when do you take the test again?
I ain't gonna disclose. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Oh, my bad, G. I just
No, no,
get
no,
you.
no.
Okay.
Nothing like that.
No, no,
Number
no.
one,
I got you. I got you. I just keep my prayers. I feel you.
I don't have a set time to go back and take it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I just want to, how to say, the church people say it, but it's true, rest in God. And I feel like
Okay.
he's going to let me know when it's time to go back. It ain't going to be
Respect.
long. It ain't going
Yeah.
to be long, but I am going to go back and take that test.
Yeah, I look whenever that is. I look forward to the invitation to the celebration.
You already know that. You already know
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Let's
You
do
already
it.
know this.
Bro, my question to you though, how the heck did you fall in love playing with dead bodies? Like how did that come about? You just where that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a special calling, bro. Like I
You want the
hats off to you. So
you want
walk
the
me through
long
this.
answer or you want the short answer?
Man, we got an hour and a half, bro. Talk to me.
All right. Growing up at Roadside, me and Reverend Shannon Deloach, he's a class of '03 as well.
Okay.
Um, we had talked about this, and we did some crazy stuff as far as acting like we were undertakers. We were country boys, so we done did some stuff, burying lizards, burying cats, burying. Hey man, we done frogs. We done did
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
And I know he probably gonna get me for talking about it, but it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And ever since I've been younger, I've always been fascinated with funeral service. Reverend Young, like I said, was an inspiration. I grew up in Mount Nebo Baptist Church, where she was the organist, she was the piano player, and
Mhm.
she went into the ministry. But she was always the inspiration of light. Perry
Okay.
Smalls was another one. He worked for her, and I wanted to know about the funeral home. I would go to funerals and I see the black hearse with the white top, and I see her driving the car, and I see the limousines, and I was just fascinated. So I've always been fascinated with funeral service. Now, when my mom died back in '96, I was 10 years old. I didn't go see her. They tried to take me into the funeral home to go see her. They tried to take me to the church to go see her. I never went and saw her. And I was scared of funeral homes for about a year after that. But then God just made it where it changed and I wasn't scared anymore.
Okay.
But working in funeral industry has been something that I wanted to do since I've been young. I used to draw the hearses, I used to draw the caskets, I used to draw the funeral home. When we were in, I think it was Forest Circle, I think art teacher Miss Davis, she taught us how to draw like the 3D houses or whatever. And I used to draw a funeral home. Matter of fact, I think I might still have some of those drawings of me on my own funeral home. So I've always wanted to work funeral industry. And I never really wanted to be in the managerial capacity or administrative capacity. I just wanted to work funerals. But God has blessed me and elevated me. So thank God for where he's got me at.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
know you might think a little I might have a few screws loose. It might be, I ain't gonna lie, it might be.
Yeah.
But I love what I do.
Listen, if you ever need me, because you're my dog. You my boy. If you ever, God bless you to have your own spot, I could drive a family car. That's all I got. That's it. That's it. I
But Jordan,
can't. I
I
ain't trying to.
mean,
I ain't trying to move the coffin. I ain't trying to close the coffin. I ain't trying to roll the coffin. I just want to show up my nice little matching suit and drive the family. That's it. If you
will
can
you
take that, I got you all day.
at least help look with the flowers? God dog, Bo.
No, that's too much, boy. No, 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 no. That means I gotta get close to the casket. No, sir. No, sir. Just a family car.
So when or if God called you into the ministry and you got to preach a funeral, what are you gonna do?
Like Jonah. Like Jonah, he gotta come get me. Yes, sir. Hey, he gonna be that thorn in my side. No, sir. He got the wrong Matthew. You must have met Matthew Jermaine singled out of Cottesville, not Matthew Jordan singled out of Ritter. No, sir. This man, this man that kicked himself out the thing. Hold on a second, guys. He done left the chat. All right, yeah. You see that, Tasha, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. I got number love and respect for my man who is willing um to do the funeral home thing. Matter of fact, sometimes going to a nursing home bothers my soul. So yeah, I don't see, man, how he do it, man. Welcome back, man. But yeah, man, kudos to you, brother. I'm telling you, family
You,
call. I got you.
you cannot be serious, bro. You cannot. You cannot, bro.
You know
We
what?
we
I got you. I got you. I meet you halfway. I pass the tissues out. I'm, I got good skills when it. Listen, look, boy, I got that box. My condolences. My condolences. That's my gift. My condolences. Right there.
Oh God, Jesus. Okay.
I'm willing to help you. If you want my help, brother, I got you.
Oh boy. All right. I'll put you on the secondary call list, not the primary.
Hey, I take that. I know my limits.
So if we get a death call at 2 o'clock in the morning and we got to go to somebody's house, don't call you.
What we going for prayer? That what we going to do?
Oh
Are we
God.
going to revive the body? Yeah, so I got you. We're going to I go to for prayer. Now, if you talking about this person dead, like the people that came up and announced him dead, gee, I had the family car ready for you that following Saturday.
Why, Jordan?
And I'm willing to wash my own car.
Why?
Can't do it, bro. I know my limits. Can't do it. See, bro, that takes a special caller. You got that call. It's written all over your face.
I love
I
what I
play
do.
with I play with people that live. That's why I work in hotels. None of the people I deal with dead. You know, that's why I'm like the front desk of a hotel. All my people breathing and living. That's my calling. Dealing with the dead, that's all you.
I can't do this with you. I can't. I won't.
I will
I
let the
won't.
people from your funeral that coming in to visit family stay in my hotel. I got you. But playing with the body, that's all you, bro.
You're a special individual, okay, Jordan?
I take that. But I know I'll be sitting in my family car in the AC. You welcome.
Let's move on to the next part of this interview because, oh boy, uh, yeah, boy, when I come to visit you, oh boy,
Yeah,
yeah, oh man,
yeah. Okay. You're a special man.
and like I said, it's been something since childhood, man. I wanted to do it, and I'm one
Yeah.
of the ones that I think one of the ones I can say God is blessed because you hear people talk about childhood dreams and what they want to do when they grow up, and you see so many people veer away from that. But I'm one of the ones that God is blessed where I've been able to pursue. Matter of fact,
Hmm.
all of my childhood dreams,
Okay.
all of them.
So besides the funeral home business, Like, what's another one of your childhood dreams you had that you were able to accomplish?
Volunteer firefighter
Wow.
or firefighter.
So, so roadside, y'all ain't had no real firefighters. Y'all had the volunteers. Okay,
No, they,
I
they
get it.
had they had a fire station. They had one full time fire station down there, down in Jonesville, Station 13. Firefighters used to come down there, and I used to go hang out with them quite often. And they would run like Jonesville roadside, Whitehall or whatever. But we also ran I-95 corridor. So whenever you had like an accident on 95, then we responded to that. And then I volunteered with the stations in Walterboro. Station 1 off of Mabel T. Willis, Station 19 over there in the industrial area, Station 26 off of Mount Carmel Road. And back when I was doing it, we had Volunteer Station 24 over in Foxfields. And Station 27, matter of fact. So I ran calls with the county, woods fires, structure fires, vehicle accidents, um, different kind of accidents, medical calls. I ran with them. I did it. Gave me a lot of exposure to different things and different people.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. The downside to volunteers when I did start with full time with the funeral home at Coger's, I couldn't obligate to run calls as much, and it got to a point where I kind of had to decide: do I want to do volunteer or do I need to continue working to provide for my family? And unfortunately, I did have to let the volunteer fire department go, but
Hmm.
I still have a great relationship with those guys, Chief Barry McRoy, Chief Green, Chief Marty Stallings, all of those guys. Scott Feather, Scott is I think he's the chief as well. When me and Scott see each other, we hug each other like we brothers, and people be like, "What in the world is wrong with those guys? They don't
Yeah,
understand the relationship." Scott is one of my big brothers. I can call at any given time if I need anything. Scott will be there, and
that's
likewise, if
beautiful.
Scott calls me, I'm there. That there's a lot of brothers that I've gained from fire service,
Yeah,
um, and brothers that don't look like me and you,
yeah,
but they're my brothers, and we
yeah, for
brothers.
sure. Yeah, yeah. That
Bottom
that's
line,
that's what you call it, judging by character, not by color of my skin, man.
yeah.
Because I got brothers like you said, don't look like me either, man. I was blessed to take Ryan. Um, Ryan about 6'3", 340. Kind of mind like the Undertaker. That's exactly. He got that long curly hair. Don't look nothing like me, man. But like at the drop of a dime, he called. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Saying same thing. So, and it's great to have those relationships, man, because as you go through life, and you can depend on certain brothers at certain seasons. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Because they understand. That's where the blessing come at. So you have a friendship for so many years, and it's beautiful knowing like when marriage trouble come or children trouble come, like you got particular brothers that you can lean on, that you can talk to, have a great relationship, and you can just be vulnerable, open, and the advice they give you is coming from a loving place. It's not out of hate. It's not out of jealousy. I'm telling you this because I want to see you do better, and I'm here for you. And it's
Hmm.
beautiful to have those brothers.
Hmm. I got
Like I said, my dude, man, we went to Mexico. Yeah, just I do anything for that dude.
I got one guy, Mikey Sanders. When I tell you, I used to go to Mikey's house, man. Me and Mikey, so like I lived the roadside. Mikey would come to the house, get something to eat. Or if we were in Walterboro, I go to Mikey's house. His mom and dad, I sat at the table with him and ate. And Mikey always told me, he said, Geraldo, I don't care what happens. If something happens to my family and you are still in business, I'm gonna call you. Jordan, when he said it, like, okay, I'm like, this dude ain't
Yeah.
gonna call me. Lo and behold, Mikey lost both of his grandparents. And when both of his grandparents passed away, he and his family called me, called me. Got another brother, Joey Fernenza. I just talked to him a few minutes ago, actually. Um, we stay in touch. We talk, we encourage, and he had some situations going on. And I was there with him. And every time we text, he's always telling me, "Thank you, man. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being my brother. Thank you, thank you. If you need anything," I said, "Joy, I don't need anything. And the reason I say that is because I know what it's like to go through a hard time in your
Mhm.
life, and you have your circle, but then you still feel all alone.
Yeah,
And just to have one person to talk to relate
yeah,
to help, to pray, to do whatever, that means a world of difference. So
yeah,
when I tell you I love my brothers, I love my brothers, and I know my brothers love me.
man. That's beautiful, man. I'm glad that we can have that conversation as men. You know what I'm saying about the importance of have those relationships, and it's okay to have those relationships, man. Like when your wife don't understand, girlfriend, whoever don't understand, like, you know what? I got a person that can. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because those conversations, man, really play a major role. Like I remember going through my divorce. Like, dude, like you said, I had my group of people, but then there were times I felt alone. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
what I had to say, either they were not married or they didn't understand my situation. So it's like I was speaking to the wall. Like they would listen, but I knew like I appreciate that the friendship and brotherhood has allowed me to vent. You know what I'm saying? And that played
Mhm.
a major role. So instead of me keeping it in, I was able to say, I was able to cry, I was able to really just man just express myself. You know what I'm saying? And for me, man, shout out to my dog Marcus Johnson, man. You know, he played a major role through the whole process. You know what I'm saying? Like I came home doing the divorce. I was there physically. Like I was working at Walmart, working at Hampton Inn, did a little bit of carpet cleaning, kind of feeling the market out. But those moments where that you're there, who can I call on? You know, my mom is doing this, my sister's doing that, Amber is doing this, my brother. So it's like I found the peace I needed and the ability to keep my foot keep, you know what I'm saying, one foot in front of the other by those surrounding me, those brotherhoods, those friendships. Even man with you, man, I appreciate you. We laugh and joke in that group for classmates. You know, it's amazing how God allowed us to interact in that group. But then we was able to bring our friendship outside of the group, and we was able to have,
Mhm.
heart to hearts. Even though the majority of the time we laugh and joke, but also we can flip that switch and have those heart to heart conversations. So again, from me to you, thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being my brother. You know what I'm saying, when I needed you to. So man, yeah, those relationships, man, are so vital. We don't have to. A lot of times society make it seem like we got to rely on our ego and our pride, and it's like, no, talk to your brother. That's what they're there for. You got brothers in faith. They can, help you, remind you what certain Bible scriptures say, or they can pray, but they know how to pray. They know what to pray for. So you're looking like, man, thank you for carrying me during those hard times. Because, like I said, going through that divorce, man, I wouldn't see my children. I'm over 8 hours away. They in Tennessee. I'm in Walterboro. I don't know if I'm gonna talk to them today. Like I was battling. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Every day, wake up. All right, hope I get to talk to them today. All right, then talk to him today. Take that blow. Hope I get to talk to him tomorrow. So it was a blessing because I had little cousins that I can hold on to. You know what I'm saying? I had children I can talk to. I had, what I'm saying, I can guide, and I'm grateful for my sisters and my brothers who allow their children to come to me, and I felt like I can pour into them because that's what kept me going.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? To this day, I have no idea what my nephew name is. I call him Elroy. If that boy is walking to this room, I would call him Elroy. He probably will respond, probably not. I can't tell you that boy real name, but we had such a close bond. Like I showed him how the carpet clean machine worked. You know what I'm saying? We were just hanging out, and I'm just so grateful for that particular nephew during that season because he is the same age as my children. So that helped me mentally every day. Somebody I look forward to. Like he came to the house, we kicked it, and it was just a blessing in the midst of one of my darkest seasons and one of my lowest valleys. And so, like you said, man, to have those relationships, man, they mean a lot. And so I'm glad that you have your brotherhood, man, that those that you can lean on. And I'm just grateful to be in that number, brother.
Let me tell you something, Jordan. Every my bad. Everybody is going to go through what's called a Mount Moriah season, and everybody is going to go through that season of being in the pot. And when I say that Mount Moriah, use for an example, Abraham with Isaac, when he had to almost sacrifice his son. And when I talk about the pot, we can use an example of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace. Everybody is going to go through one of those seasons in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But relationship is um, in the midst of going through the lowest parts of those seasons, number one, recognizing God. And
Mm-hmm.
number two, relying on true relationship and true, what's the word that I'm looking for? Um, Covenant relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can be a friend and talk to you every day, all day long. But at my lowest point, can you help me to get through this? Can you
Mm-hmm.
encourage me? Can you pray
Yeah.
with me? Can you pray for me? Can you really pull me out of that? That's what
Mm-hmm.
matters the most. And
Yeah.
I cannot talk to you for 6 months to a year, but
Yeah.
can you pull me out? Can you help me out? If you
Yeah.
can't help me out, I love you, but we don't need to be, yeah. But
Yeah.
now if I know that when I'm going through my moment, and I hate to sound like a preacher, but it is what it is. But when I'm going through my moment and when I'm going through my rough patch, to have relationship alongside knowing that God got me means a world of difference. And
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you something, Jordan. I don't share with a lot of people. I don't share, and sad to say, there's a lot of things I don't even share with my wife. I'm God working on me, and I'm working on that. Being real, being transparent, being real. But last year, from like September to probably Thanksgiving, I was at a low point. I was at a
Mm-hmm.
low point. Um, but God, I had some people pour into me in that low season. And when I say pour into me, I'm talking about pour into me.
Yeah.
They would call me and they would just encourage me. They didn't even know what I was going through. They would say certain things, and it was like God gave them what to say, and those things
Mm-hmm.
brought me through.
Yeah.
So man, let me tell you something. It's important. It's important to
Yeah.
know where you at, your situation, and recognize your surroundings.
Yeah.
Um, God has been dealing with me, man, and God has been blessing me. Let me tell you something. God has been blessing. Even up until now, God has been blessing. God has been doing some great things
Yeah.
for me, with me, through me, and to me. So,
Okay.
all the glory go to God. That's
Yeah.
all that I know. That's all I know. Like I tell people, when I do my lives or when I do speak or whatever, you may not like it, and that's your prerogative. But you chose to listen, and I'm not going to apologize for what I've been given to give or share. I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
do that. Um, the glory go to God, bro. I promise you, the
Yeah.
glory go to God. That's
Yeah.
that's that's bottom line. That's straight facts. It's all God.
Yeah. Man. First of all, who in their right mind willing to sit and listen to you, boy? Just kidding. Yeah, keep doing your thing, man. And I do it because I love you. But I was thinking about what you were saying, man, about having the right people around you. And I studied the book of Job, and it's like we're going to Bible study here now. You don't open the door, so I'm gonna just kick it on in since you opened it.
Let's go.
And those that were sitting around Job, the word says they moaned with him. When Job moaned, they moaned. When Job cried, they cried. And like you said, that's why it's good to have the right people around you, because even Job's wife said, "Won't you go and cuss God
Curse
and die?"
God and
And
die.
then when Job was going through his trial, the friends that were there the longest, that he didn't benefit from. They were there the whole time, and they didn't benefit from him. But it was the youngest guy that came into the room. He had this. I don't even think his name mentioned in the Bible. If it is, it's mentioned one time about what he told. He said, "Joe, how long you gonna sit here and do this?" The God that you worship, why are you not worshiping him?
Ooh.
That's when light bulb went off.
Ooh.
And then Job started getting more. You see, there's a change in Job's verbiage, how he started talking after he asked him that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Job, he gets everything restored. Like he said, his children, his girls are more beautiful, his sons are more handsome. And then God asked him, he said, what happened? I saw you, everything you're going through. And so Job knew God was there. But because of the friends he had at the beginning, through most of the journey, didn't benefit him none.
No.
He had about 4 or 5 yes men that did him no good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I thought about that. You saying that, like that's the importance of, like I said, my brother Jeraldo, my brother Marcus, my brother Mo, my brother Quentin Jenkins, my brother Andy Jenkins, my brother James Owens. Brother, it's a cluster, you guys, man. I depend on, and I'm so grateful that I have. Like we can laugh and joke. At the end of the day, all y'all hold me accountable. Same thing for
Mm-hmm.
you. Like yo, you got a business, and we gonna talk about that in a minute. Like as your brother, like how can I help Gerardo go from here to here? I know he want to give God the glory. So as his friend, I can't help him because I have no house for him to clean. I know car to wash. What I can do, I can cover him in prayer. I could go in spiritual warfare at 3 o'clock in the morning for my brother Gerardo. You know what I'm saying? That's where we link up at. That's where we link arms. And like, yo, God use my boy. That ain't it ain't he just like, hey, if I'm at work and I can be doing something, man, has nothing to do with nobody. Jeraldo Brown come to mind. Dear Lord God, man, my brother just crossed my mind. Keep him, his wife, safe as they traveling today. God gave him the right words to be able to let his wife let her know how much he appreciates you. In Jesus' name, amen. There's a reason why your name came to my spirit. I'm in here checking in guests. I'm in here doing stuff with the maintenance department. I'm in here setting this meeting room. If Geraldo come to mind, it's for a particular reason. And so what happens is Geraldo or Jordan comes to somebody's mind. Oh, I pray for a minute. Oh, I'm gonna reach out here to a minute. But that season never come because you didn't take the moment and do what you needed to do.
That
So when I'm
moment.
hitting you up, Geraldo, man, you know I love talking to you, my brother, man. But it's a reason I hit you up because you crossed my mind. Yo, bro, you good? You all right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of relationship. And
That's
that's,
it.
man, where I really love the Lord because the Holy Spirit will put people in your heart and put people in your thought process. So, man, you ain't touched this person in 3 months. Man,
Mm-hmm.
why this particular person? Because God, like, hey, he's going through something. He's about to go through something, and I'm gonna pray you through it. You get a random message like, man, like I got people from Orthopod I check on from time to time, say hello. Some of them female, and I keep it. How are you doing? How your boys doing? How your child doing? Because you cross my mind. So I just want to just make sure you're good. But if you ever need me, I'm a listening ear. And that's why people realize, man, me and Jordan been friends forever. Man, that's all I know is how to be a friend. And I love being a friend. But I also, like we were talking earlier, there are certain people I can be friendly with, but I can't be friends with. Because our spirits are not going to,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? As much as I try and I try to have this it's just like this, you know. Then I realize I can't be like this with this person, but I can be like this with this person. So yes, I would be friendly with you, be cordial, respectful. It's the reason why you my friend. Our season, we may get closer that further down the line, but our season has passed, whatever case may be. But you realize, man, as friendly as me and you are, we're just friendly people, man. Love people. We like big giants. We tall. We broad. We all these things. But you realize, man, like you know what? I got to be careful what spirits I link up with. Because you seeking God every day. God, how can I? And he like, I got you. Just keep trusting me. And people are trying to link up, but it's no benefit. They're like Job friends. You serve me no purpose. I'm not being hurtful, or I'm not trying to hurt your feelings on. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings on purpose. But our season is over with
It is what it is.
because you got certain friends. you can laugh and joke around with, but you got some, you got some people you had to cut them off because they want to take the joke too far.
Mm-hmm.
They want to, you know what I'm saying? Like they go like, you know what, bro, I'm past that part of my life. That's like I like to laugh and joke, but I don't laugh and joke about a lot of things I used to. So I'm like, oh man, Jordan, you lame. Call me what you want. I'm
Whatever.
at a different season in my life.
Whatever.
I had to grow. I had to get tired of drinking milk. I had to sit down, start eating steak and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at spiritually. I can't be on breast milk and I'm 41. I gotta have some substance. And so yeah, man, that's why I'm so grateful, man. When you told me you wanted to come visit Nashville, bro, like I got so excited. I want you to come visit, man. Come have a good time with your boy. Eat some hot chicken with me. Take you down to Broadway. See how we party hard. And it's just I love when people come visit me, man. I can show them what I'm doing, what's going on, how God has blessed me with this and this and that. And that's the beauty of our friendship because I know whenever me and you talk, bro, we congratulate one another. We're
You have
literally proud
to.
of one another.
You have to.
You
You
know what I'm
have
saying?
to.
Like I said, you got a special call in your life, bro. With them playing them dead folk, man. Like I told you, I can't, bro. It's like you speaking French. I can't understand what you're telling me. But as your boy, I got that family called AC blowing
If,
nice.
if you don't
But
quit
I
saying
can't I
I'm
can't
playing,
do the other part.
if you don't quit
But
saying I'm
you can
playing with
depend on
dead
me for
folk,
certain things. Huh?
I ain't playing with no dead folk. Quit saying I'm playing
Nah,
with
I
dead
can't.
folk.
What do you say?
I don't play with dead folk.
Well,
That's
whatever
not
you're
what we
doing
do.
with them.
So what?
Whatever you're doing, keep
Oh
doing it, man.
God.
But I'm telling you, man, that's the beauty of life, man. When we just saw each other, we celebrated our 20th class reunion. Reality is, Geraldo, when Zatoya and Coco put that thing back on for 10 years, there are certain classmates not going to be there with us. That's
Unfortunately.
reality.
Yeah.
So learn to cherish and enjoy these friendships and these moments we got, man. We don't got time to be hating on this person. We don't got time to spread that rumor. And it gets if somebody spread a rumor about me, why are they comfortable telling you?
I'm gonna share this with you, Jordan. Um our class of '03, the best
Yeah.
class,
Yes,
the
sir.
best class.
Yes,
I
sir.
said what I said.
Yeah.
The best class.
The first to ever
Um,
do it.
yeah, yeah. Zatoya and Coco, they don't know how much I appreciated them for doing that because it was at that moment when I came to that class reunion that I learned to really let my guard down, chill, have fun, have a good time, go out and have a good time.
Yeah.
Because my wife will tell you, prior to that, I didn't go out much as far as going out like parties or functions, friends functions, family functions. I didn't go out like that much because I always felt like I was kept to a higher standard
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to let myself down or I didn't know how to socialize like that. But
Mm-hmm.
that reunion for class of '03, again, the best class
Yes.
there is to
Yes.
do it.
Yeah.
Um, man, if you missed it, you missed a treat. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Coco and Toya, I don't know if y'all on, but man, thank y'all. Y'all did that, and we looking forward to in 10 years to do it again. I
Yeah.
pray I'm here to see it because I wanna do it again.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know about this fella right here. We'll talk about that later.
You play too much. Man, speaking of your wife, man, how long y'all been together? How did y'all meet? You look like y'all met on Plenty of Fish.
I'm gonna
Uh,
drop kick the ooh boy. Lord help me,
but
God.
you was on that Christian
Oh
mingle,
boy,
the farmer's love. Like
Jordan. When I
I do it
touched
because I
down,
love you, man. How did you meet your
when
beautiful
I
man?
touched
Tell her it was a pleasure meeting her. Man, she
when
was
I touched
beautiful. She was
down
funny. How did you guys meet?
When I touched down in Nashville, Tennessee, I'm gonna put my
Be nice.
foot in your behind. That's all
But
I'm
I
gonna
don't think
tell
the
you.
Lord called you to do that. That's not the Lord work.
That ain't the Lord work, but that's one day I'm gonna have to say, Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do. So no, listen, big chill, man. God darn.
Yeah. I'm
All
done.
right.
I'm done.
Me and my wife met in the end of '07. She had lost her first brother, and we
Mm.
just conversating. And then a few months later, her other brother passed away, and we got a little bit closer. And we just off and on talk, date, whatever, went out. And then in '09 we got married. I married her April of 2009,
Okay.
and this year we celebrated 16 years. 16 years.
Yeah.
Abel,
Okay.
let me tell you something. It ain't been no
Yeah.
easy 16 years now.
Oh no, no, sir. I did 15. I get it.
Yeah. And in those 16 years, we've argued, we fuss, we fight. I've done some stuff. I've done some
Mhm.
stuff, and she's done some stuff, but we are still here.
Yeah.
It has taken prayer, fasting, communication, commitment,
Mhm. Yeah.
and the willingness to understand that we are two different people. No, we are two imperfect people perfectly put together.
Okay. Yeah, sir.
With our imperfections make us who we are.
Yeah.
And every day is not Sunday.
Yeah.
There are days she probably said, "I'm sick of your black behind.
Mm.
Go do something. Go jump off the interstate. Go jump off the overpass." She probably says it. There might have been
Yeah.
one or two times. I mean, she probably thinks it. There might have
Yeah.
been one or two times she said it too.
Yeah. I
But
got you.
we thugging it out. We thugging it out.
Yeah.
That is the support, and that is the backbone of what you see here. When you
Yeah.
see me, you see a product of what she is doing.
Hmm.
When you see an integrity, you see a product of what she's doing, because she's always working behind the scenes
Hmm.
to do something to um, push push me or push
Hmm.
our business out there. Um, so that's what it is. Again, it
Yeah.
ain't oh, we are the perfect couple with lovey dovey every day Sunday.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, nah. But what we don't do,
Yeah.
we ain't gonna give nobody the opportunity to see the negative.
Yeah.
Because number one, that's a breach of your marriage vows.
Hmm.
You keep home home. And
Yeah.
even when you mad at each other, that's still my wife.
Yeah.
That's still my husband.
Yeah.
Even family, you know, no.
Yeah.
Our home is our home.
Hmm. That's beautiful, man. That's the way it's supposed to be. So congratulations, man. 16 years. You
Yes,
met your wife. Was it at her brother's funeral or the funeral home or?
funeral home, funeral home. She, like I said, she had just lost her brother, and I think
You
I
know,
called her mom name. I called her mom. Her mom wasn't able to talk, so I started talking to her, and I dealt with her and her dad, for the first brother, and then when
yeah.
the second brother, I kind of more so dealt with her, and we just kind of from there.
I ain't never think about going to a funeral home for single women. You may be on to something, bro.
I'm gonna jack set the
I'm just, that's an untapped market, my boy. I ain't think about that. I'm gonna
You
go
got to
by the
first
funeral
get
for tomorrow. See what I see.
you first got to get past the casket. You first got to get
Huh?
past the casket. You got to first be able to deal with the casket and the body.
You know what? I'm big the door like a usher. Come on in. Sorry for your loss. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. I see you right now. And I drive a minivan. Hey, y'all can't fit in the family car? Just come on over here. Come on. Just, yes, sir. The Lord working mysterious ways, baby. Yes, sir. To the funeral home I go.
I'm gonna pray very hard that your sons are blessed with the characteristics of God and their mama family and your family, but
Yeah.
not the craziness that come with you. Because I
Right.
don't think the world is ready for another Jordan. I don't I just I can't
I'm
fathom
the
that in my
same.
mind right now.
Yeah. I'm glad there's a distance between us so you can't put your hands on me.
Yeah, because if me and you, yeah, we'd have been two
Yeah.
tussling big fellas
Yeah, we
right now.
are. It's cool though. I'm sure we can go by that funeral home though. But tell me, man, about this business. Yeah, tell me, man, before we hop off, man, tell me about this business, man. I see you pressure washing cars, man. How did that come about, man? Congratulations. I see your commercial, man. Everybody small business can make commercials. So I applaud you for that, man. So Run it back to me, man. How you got started with that?
Integrity was a name that was given to me years ago, 2014, and initially it was going to be a limousine company, but it didn't work like that, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 2000, I think 16 or so, I started washing cars on the side.
Okay.
Not detailing, just kind of washing and vacuuming cars, and had
Mm-hmm.
some faithful people that and even till this day they still support me.
Wow.
Um, so in 2017, I went and got my LLC, my EIN. I got registered with the state and all that. And from
Mm-hmm.
2017 till about 2022, 23, it was just a hobby because I was
Mm-hmm.
still full time at the funeral home.
Right on.
So in 23, I made a decision and a sacrifice to say, you know what, I'm gonna do what I need to do to push my brand, and that's when I left Koga, the funeral home,
Okay.
and it was a hard decision because I'm leaving guaranteed salary money
Yeah.
every week,
Yeah.
good money too. Let me tell you something. That fella took care of me now. He took
Yeah.
good care of me, and I tell anybody that. But I'm leaving good salary money to go step out on faith and
Mm-hmm.
step out on my own business venture to make ends meet or to provide for my family.
Yeah.
Wasn't an easy decision, Jordan. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you. There were some
Mm-hmm.
days I questioned myself, but I had to trust God. I had to.
Yeah.
I didn't have a contingent plan. And I may could have went back, but I needed to trust God in that season.
Mm-hmm.
And from that, he's been blessing. I ain't never miss a meal. As y'all can see, I'm sitting at 302 pounds. I'm a big boy. Jordan, if you open your mouth, I'm coming through this phone. Um, but I've never missed a meal. I got a roof over our heads. Our family's taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Everything is where it's supposed to be. And God is blessed now that I'm even back to being able to paying my tithe like I'm supposed to be paying.
Praise
Um,
God.
in that season, it was a rough season and God was testing me. And even in that, I still didn't pay my tithe. But now I'm in a season where I'm able to pay my tithe. Integrity is going through some changes. We are still here as of right now. We're going through some changes. Some decisions need to be made as to how we're going to do some things or what we're going to do or what services we're going to continue to offer. And these decisions come because I need to ensure that I am doing what's best for me and my family.
Mm-hmm.
So for my loyal customers, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all have been patient with us, so just continue to be patient, and we're gonna let you know what's going on. But
Yes, sir.
that's the story behind integrity. When you say integrity, one thing about me is that I try to be a person of integrity. I ain't gonna cross every T and I ain't gonna dot every I, and I ain't gonna get it right every time, and I ain't the most perfect person. Um, but I try to pride myself, whereas I'm a person of integrity. Everybody don't like me, and I'm cool with that. I'm
Yeah.
I'm good with that. That doesn't bother me. But I try to make sure that nobody can say I'm disrespectful, I'm ugly, I'm mean, or anything like that. I try to be that person of integrity. Whereas you may not like me, and I may not like you, but good morning is due to a dog. A good evening is due to a dog, and
Yeah.
that's just how I am. So you see integrity as far as the pressure washing, the mobile detail, but there's a meaning behind that
Yeah.
name, and I try my best to live that name every day of my life, every day.
That's beautiful, man. And that when you have a business name with that type of power and that clarity of the vision, that keeps you going because you're trying to be a man of integrity every day with the way you talk to your children, treat your wife, and handle business. So I got nothing but love for you, man. I remember, name my carpet cleaning business was the Master's Touch Carpet Cleaning.
Whatever happened with that, Jordan?
So this what happened. When I came home, I was doing a little bit, but like I said, it wasn't doing the financial side I needed to do for as things I had to do responsible for my children. So I had to put that down for a little minute to. That's why I started working at Walmart overnight when I was home, and doing working in Hampton Inn. Going through divorce. Certain things you had to take care of, and
Mhm.
so I realized, all right, let me put this down for a season, but I'm coming back. And so I'm great you asked that because I was like, I can say it now, I don't have to wait until later. That's something I want to talk to you about your business as well. Because I still have the machine, and I was praying to God, like, how can I put this and work in Walterboro and that back home? Because I have a 50 million carpet cleaners here in Nashville, but I know there's really not one in Walterboro. So I still got a machine, the hoses, the tools, and everything in my garage. So, man, if that's some type of way we can get that going in integrity, we definitely could look into that. And so that's funny. That's why we talk. I was like, man, you mentioned what you were doing, looking like, why can't he do carpet cleaning too? I got the machine. This machine does everything on its own. So yeah, that's how I put it down to get into this industry of hospitality. Like I know I love people, but but I realized this was like, okay, this is something I love to do. So let me put carpet clean down for a season because I could always go back to that. But now, like I found my groove, I found my footing, and so I'm comfortable as I progress. God has put me in a place like in Tennessee has a program where I'll be able to get an associate's degree in for free. And so come to find out one of the schools here has an associate's degree in hotel management. So that's like something I'm pursuing now, trying to get everything situated. But definitely, man, let's see how we can make this thing work back home, man. Yeah, I love it as a passion of mine, man. It was something I love to do. And let me tell you this, man. That's when my faith went to another level because I was carpet cleaning during COVID, right, here in Nashville. So business really didn't slow down for me like that. A lot of people, because I didn't mind going into people's homes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can put gloves on, put masks on, put clothes on. I got home, like my ex-wife, she'd have like clothes for me in the garage, and I would clothes, change clothes in the garage, and so I don't have to bring that into the home. And one day, man, God, just like me and you talking, it's like, stop charging. I said, what? What do you mean stop charging? I can't stop charging. You're crazy. So this I'm talking to God, like, yo, I'm not doing it. So stop charging. I said, no, I'm not. I gotta feed him, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. I'm trying to really because at this point, like all my reviews are 5 stars. I'm getting recommendations like cleaning whole neighborhoods. Like there were a couple of neighborhoods I'm the only carpet cleaner in. So I'm doing it. So he's like, stop charging. I said, bro, you're not gonna tell me to stop charging. You talk. This is like arrogance and pride get in the way. You know who you're talking to? Mac only had one son. You can tell. This was telling God. Bro, you can talk to me that way. You're crazy, bro. For 2 weeks, my phone didn't ring. So I'm calling my phone to make sure it's working. Like, man, maybe COVID got a part of the phone line or something. Phone ringing. So I said, man, I said, he told me to stop charging. She was like, okay. So what you gonna do? I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So I mail out, like this is how the business is growing. Like I was mailing out flyers. Hey, I see that you don't got a pricing. Like, nah, we're a Christian-based company, and at this moment, we're not charging. Whatever you can pay, we'll take. Are you serious? I said, yeah, I can't take it. I can't quote you anything. I just can't. They're like, well, I said, I said, all right, this is what they do. If the last church I cleaned your size, we charge them X amount of dollars. They're like, okay, we can't do it. Go get the check. It's twice the amount I did for the last church. I'm cleaning residentials. I had clients, bro, that they're like, hey, this is all I got. Only thing I got today is $25. I said, that's fine. We'll take the 25 and we're good. A couple months later, they call me back, $120. Random tips on Venmo, $30. There's one particular church I mailed a brochure to. Bro, they have no carpet. The lady like, hey, we saw your flyer. We want to call you and ask you about this. Yes, ma'am. We just cleaning. This is what the Lord told us to do. And we don't have a price chart. The lady said, okay, I'll call you back. So I didn't know what that meant. So the lady called me back. She said, look, We don't have no carpet, but we have a rental house. We need you to go in and clean for us. I said, yes, man, no problem. It's probably about 4 bedrooms, set of stairs. It's just a regular house to me. Geraldo, I go clean the house. They told me what the code was. And that's another thing that's blessing about character is that Geraldo, I have people with garage codes. Hey, the check is on the counter, leaving blank checks. Even when we were charging, like, hey, whatever, man, put yourself a tip on there. So then back to the story about COVID. So I go into the house, Geraldo, I'm cleaning, mind my own business, got my little music on in my ear. They finally get my attention. Hey, how you doing? Good. Oh, thanks so much. Pleasure meeting you. They say, hey, just gonna leave the check in the van. I said, all right, that's fine. Kept cleaning. Go to the van. $300 check. It's only 4 bedrooms and a set of stairs. This is not even because 4 bedrooms is only like 125. That's all I would charge. I'm looking like, okay. About 3 weeks later, they said, hey, we have a tenant moving in. We want you to go clean the carpets again. People been walking around. So we want to have it fresh for the new tenant. That's all. Nobody moved in. Nobody done anything. So I said, yes, ma'am. She's like, here's the code again. I go to the house, Geraldo. Boom. Hey, how y'all doing? Thing, what I'm saying? What up, woo woo. Hey, checking the car. Blessings to you, brother. $500. That's when I knew how real God was and the importance of obedience. When you can't see through the fog, but you just gotta keep driving. Don't matter if you put the high beams on, low beams on, you can't see the directions on the road. You don't turn the defrost on. Nothing's helping. God was guide me by my hand. And through that season was my biggest income I've ever seen. Bro, I want to tear up now and think about it. And so,
hey, I'm right here with you. I really am.
Man, and just to be like, okay, God, I see. So sometimes, because in Proverbs it tells us, there's a Bible. There's 2 Bible verses. It says, write the plan, make it plain. So that way, so sometimes, and I had to break that scripture down. Like, Holy Spirit, what does it mean? He said, when you write a plan, sometimes you be in a hurry. Make it plain so you can always go back and understand the steps of which I'm telling you. So if you ever get off course, the plan is so plain you can see where you fell off at. And in Proverbs it says, pray for the things you want and let God guide you. See, the problem is we want to plan and do. But when you plan, and as much as I fought God for 2 weeks, bro, I promise you my phone ain't ring, nobody calling, nobody doing anything. I was like, all right, God, I'm gonna see what you're talking about, bro, immediately. And I was like, okay, this is what faith is. Because everybody had that little cute faith. Oh, God brought me through. No, when your family hungry and you got a baby, and I'm not sure. I think we had the oldest 2 at that point, and he going through potty training, and the other one growing. You gotta be like, okay, God, thank you for showing me what real faith was. Because, bro, that was, and that's another reason, bro. Like, I go through trials, but I like, man, I remember that time I had that carpet cleaning business. Bro, he just told me what to do, and I was hard-headed thinking that because I'm a singleton, I know it all. I'm from Riddle, baby. But God was like, no, your little small little rinky-dink town with no grocery store, that one flashing light, that's already got. I thought that meant something. But God showed me, man, like the power of studying his word, power to seeking him, but the importance of listening to him. And to apply what he's telling you. Because Geraldo did it this way. That's Geraldo. That's what I told Geraldo to do. So I'm calling Geraldo, yo, how you got your business started? And you telling me that's not what God wants for me. Because if I seek God, he gets the glory. And so if I seek Geraldo, you can be a guidance to me. You could be a mentor, but I got to be careful because that's why that relationship is so important. And so, man, that particular season, and and being vulnerable with you, man. I know I'm going back 17 years, no more than that. Like when I was in high school, I was told I never had children, bro. They said it was humanly impossible for me to have children. Sure did. I was 17, bro. My
and you
mom
got
took me to the doctor.
and you got
The
three
man said,
sons
"You know
now.
what? You never had children." So I was wilding out. Like, hey, girl, what you want to do? I ain't about, girl. I can't have babies for real. That man here just wilding out. But then, God, this word says, if you can make an axe head float in the Old Testament, and you can do this in the New Testament, and you can do this, and you put a ram in the bush, and you did, where's my miracle? So, God, I want a baby boy, 5 fingers, 10 fingers, 10 toes, a good heartbeat. If you give me my boy, I ain't had nothing much at the time, bro. I said, the only thing we was renting, and we had a car. The only thing I had was my beard. Was, man, I gotta find old pictures. I've been bald with a beard. I like, God, if you give me a boy, I give you my beard. That's all I have, my own ownership. Life kept happening. Oh my God, I'm pregnant. All right, first step. Oh my God, you go to the ultrasound doctor. You want to know what it happened? You're like, yeah, it's a boy. Okay. January comes, she delivered our baby boy. That night before that clock struck midnight, I was in the bathroom shaving my beard, crying like a baby because God did what man said couldn't do. I ain't had no surgery. I ain't took no medication. What I did was I challenged God on his word. You said, and you said. So, and I was like, one of the things I argue with God about, not argue, one of my biggest defense, what I use as an argument, it's like, you took a valley of dry bones, you said it became human again. So that means you had to take the bones, that means you had to give it ligaments, that means you had to give it veins, that means you had to give it blood, that means you had to give it vision, that means you had to give it toenails, that means you had to give it fingernails, you had to give it lips, you had to give it a heart, you had to give it kidneys. Why can't you, when you gonna give me my baby? And my faith allowed me to see his hand in the midst of this. Bro, I got 4 healthy baby boys, bro.
You got four?
4.
I thought you had three. You got four.
Nah, 4.
Won't he do
So
it?
if you can make dry bones or a valley come together, they're back in human form, God, I know you can produce whatever my body needs for me to become a father. So I got Matthew, Matson, Matthias, and Maxwell.
Four healthy boys.
Yes. Yeah.
I've been sitting here trying not to cry in front of you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Because you always talk about I'm an encouragement to you, but you got some. That's a powerful testimony right there. That's
Appreciate
that's
it, brother.
that's
Yeah.
powerful. When you were
Yeah.
talking about the season where he told you no charge, it took me back to some things that I went through because, like I said, when I left that funeral home boat, it was rough, Jordan. I was Jeraldo, you stupid, you fool, you'll be back,
Yeah.
stuff like that, those kind of conversations. And like I said, second guessing myself sometimes. But it was to the point where I got to the point I said, God, I gotta trust you. Jordan, we had 4 cars lined up for this particular day, and these were all regular customers. Get to the first lady, I think we usually charge her like $100. She give me $150 tip. I said, no, 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 no. She said, take your blessing. Okay. Get to the next lady. Um, Charge her. She like $30. Everybody was tipping. We got to this last lady. She was living off of Cottesville Highway, um, right past Dorchester County line, going
Mm.
towards Somerville. She said, well, my mom's here and they want to get their car clean too. And I'm looking at Candy. I'm like, ooh, we ain't got time, but you know what? We gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Jordan, when I left that lady house, I left the house with I think it was $350 or $400. When I tell you I cried, I said I pulled out and I got on 17 and I cried
Mm.
and I cried and I cried. And Candy was in the passenger seat. She said, "Let it go, and let it out." And from that point on, it's just like, God, I don't have a choice but to trust God
Yeah.
and to take God at his word. I don't have a choice. Like, people talk about, you got other options. I don't have another option. This is
Hmm.
all I got.
Yeah.
Is I'm crazy enough to believe and trust God. I'm,
Yeah.
like I said, Jordan, we about to be 40. Well, I'm about to be 40. You a little bit older and uglier. Um,
Respect your elders. Yes.
I'm about to be 40 years old, and I think in the last 2 years of my life, Jordan, I've seen God do some stuff that I never thought would happen. Um, I've been to some lows, but I've been
Yeah.
to some highs, man. And your testimony just done rekindle a whole nother spark in me. Like, I made some decisions and I made some adjustments with my spiritual life here recently. Um, I placed my membership with Mount Olive Baptist Church. Um, yeah,
I got suspended from Sunday school from now.
you probably had deserved it, but
Okay. Okay.
God has placed me there. God has blessed me there, where I am the minister of music there. And what started out as a blessing to me financially has become a home for hope.
Mm.
Um, and I see growth there. So I placed my membership there, and ever since I've been following Pastor Cooper and taking God at His word and praying and studying for myself, I feel a lot better. There are
Okay.
tests and trials that come, and some of these tests are hard. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. Sometimes your mentality, you just want to be like, if I could just for 1 second just handle it, but I
Yeah.
gotta remember, me handling it is gonna make it worse than if I just
Hmm.
give it to God.
Yeah.
Um, I feel so at peace with life and where I am and what's going on, good or bad. I'm at peace. I
Yeah.
really am. That I'm okay with whatever happens. I'm okay with if I'm going through that bad season. I'm okay if things are going great. I'm okay if there's sickness. I'm
Mm.
okay because I know who I am.
Yeah.
And like you, like God done brought you through so many different things. It's kind of to a point where, okay, God, you got me.
Yeah.
You got me. My wife often tells me that I'm one of the calmest people that she knows and has seen. And I often ask her what she means by that. She said, "You don't respond like everybody else." I'm like, I'm human. I get mad. I wanna cuss. I wanna flip. I wanna shoot. Um, but she says, you don't, because when there's sickness, God has blessed me to be calm.
Yeah.
When there's death, it hurts.
Yeah.
He still blessed me to be calm. When we've got families that are raging, cussing, arguing, I'm still calm. Um, I just I thank God for where He's got me at, Jordan. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. And again, it's not me. It's not me.
Yeah.
It's not me at all. It's definitely God. But man, you done blessed my soul tonight. Listening to your
Yeah.
testimony, you done blessed me
Yeah.
real good. You done blessed me
Yeah.
real good.
Well, we can do this all day, man. My baby. First, let me say this real quick. When you get off, man, look at the comments. Your wife named Candy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Candy Brown.
yeah.
She said she
Listen,
loved you. I can see the comments. She said she loved you. You got people responding to you, man. So when you hop off, what's up, Nathan Breeden, man? He commented. That's my dude, man. I love him.
that's my boy
That's
there,
another
man.
strong brother in the
That
faith. Huh?
that's my boy. That's my boy right there.
Yeah. Yeah. My sister's in there. Your wife is in. Nathan's in there, man. So thanks everyone who listened tonight. But yeah, man. When I posted a picture recently about, let me see, man, I think I like four that when I post on Facebook. And I was like, can this baby, cause problems? You know, I think how much how much God loved me, right? Because in order for me to be where I'm at, my story is not the typical story. You know what I mean? Like, you see people see things looking like, bro, in seventh grade, second time around, between August and March, I went to four schools. Four. Miller, campus, whatever the campus, middle school, the campus AB. I went to
Mm-hmm.
Ruffin Middle School. I went to the alternative school was that right in town,
Where
and then
was
I
the
went to boarding
alternative
school,
school?
bro. All between August and March. And at first I didn't want to go. I'm like, God, man, why is this happening? Blah blah blah. Because after right before that, my grandfather passed. So my grandfather died, Trail died, then my dad. That's the correct order. And so my path was so unique, and I was just a freaking Tasmanian devil, not realizing he physically had to remove me out of Walterboro for 4 years. Because if I'd have kept on my trajectory, the school board, excuse me, the school board was fed up with me. The teachers were fed up with me. So being in a small town, we didn't have many options for me. So they'd end up expelling me. I would have never amount to much because it's just Walterboro. You know what I mean? So I think how he knew what I needed in that particular season to keep me from doing too much and destroying my future. He had to move me out of place 3 hours away. Bro, I'm 13 years old, bro. 3 hours away from home for 4 years. And so when I moved back home, I go to Ruffin. Then my daddy passed. That's when I meet you guys there. And just to see God's hand always moving me when he like, because when I came back home, me and my dog Quentin Jenkins, boy, we partied, beat Joe Taylor. Boy, we were like, me and Quentin got to the point and smoked. We partied so much. It was like the little shrine club. People wouldn't show up, let them know we were coming. That's how wild we were. And God had to remove me because he knew he had something special for me. And I always wanted to know what that special thing was. So he's like, look, you're seeking me from a young age, but you're too dumb to realize what you're doing. So he always had to cover me. And bro, that him covering me kept me from doing a lot of things our peers did. And I'm so thankful that he always provided a mentor for me. I don't care if there's black, white, men of God who prayed with me, taught me how to read the word, taught me how to become a better human being. And so now, bro, I became a father later on in life because if I'd have became a father in my 20s, bro, I'd been trash, bro. I'd have been trash. But he was like, you know what? I got something for you. That miracle of the childbearing, it's all him. Me being where I'm at, Jeraldo, in my career, bro, I'm an AGM at one of Hilton properties in 3 years. A black man, no GED, and no past experience. So you can't tell me God ain't real. You just got to just trust him. And I had to move when he said move. I was in Nashville. Then I was in Walterboro. And I came back to Nashville. I done went to Memphis. Now I'm back to Nashville. It's all his doing. I just had to be obedient. And that's what you're doing. But you're in business of integrity. Yes, you're great at pressure washing. Yes, you're great at this. And he's like, now I need you have the integrity. Now I need you to be obedient. Because you see what people are saying. That stuff hurts. Because the people you love. Bro, I had people that know me for years, bro, stop talking to me since the divorce. I now love people. You know how much that hurt me? But I had, you know what? Yes, I know I stepped out. Yes, I got a son. Some people's sins don't have like a long uh, trail, but I got a son now. I was wrong. I always admit to that. But that's my son. I got to do what I got to do. So, God,
Mm-hmm.
take me through this season of my sin. Like, I can't hide from my sin. Some people can sin and nobody knows. They keep it in the dark a long time and all that stuff, and stuff start coming out when they die. My sin is here. I can't hide from him, and I don't want to hide from him. He's my son. So you go through those things, people that you thought that was your friends, your loved ones, you calling, they're not answering, and they got attitudes, and I'm hurt looking. I thought we had a relationship. God was like, no, that season over with. They are not who you thought they were. Because if my one decision made you turn with 20 years of relationship, I'm hurt because I'm human. I thought I could depend on you. So, bro, I hurt. I hurt. No matter how much I laugh and joke, I hurt because I'm human. But I had to realize, like, God, I need this. I need you like never before. Like, God, how do I fix this? He's like, that's the problem. You can't. You keep trying, but you know I'm here, but you give it, you put it in my hand, but then 2 days later you take it out because it's getting better, and you put it back in my hand for 2 weeks, and you take it out, and if you just leave it there as your father, I got you. And so now Jace is about to be 4 in June 30th. Man, he was diagnosed with eye cancer at 9 months, and you look at him now, you can't even tell. So yes, I hurt, but I still got these blessings. My 9-year-old just won his school spelling bee. He came second in the region. So even in the midst of my pain, God still showed me, like, look, I got you. I got 4 sons to be a role model for. So I got to be careful of how I speak. I got to be careful the way I do things, because I study God's word, so I can't play stupid when it comes to his word. Like, oh, I didn't know you. Like, you do know, and you got favor in your life. There's doors that I can open, no other man can open. So God, I need you like never before. Like, what do I need to do for tomorrow? Like, God, how do I stop the pain? He said, by giving it all to me. Human will let you down. Those that prayed for you at one point now hate you. People that you thought loved you has now disappeared. You can't even find them. He always remained faithful. And I wake up every morning just grateful about where I'm at in life. Because I'm not, if it's up to man, I would not be where I'm at, bro. It's unheard of. And you don't know much about the industry, man. I've done regular hotels. I've done lifestyle hotels, man. I've got promoted within 6 months, and God, I was such a rush with my resume, man. When I applied for supervisor, bro, I had misspelled words and run on sentences and not complete sentences, and God still moved on that. Miss Teresa Hart, bro, to give me a chance to become a supervisor. But don't tell me what cannot be done. Because when we rely on flesh, like based off my resume, Jeraldo, I should never been a supervisor. Man, let me tell you something, bro. The hotel I helped open, I helped open up a hotel. The hotel I helped open up, and I was there night auditor, busting my behind growing. I said, hey, the front office supervisor position is available. Can I apply? Well, I talked to you about it. Jeraldo, God moved in such a strong way. When I applied for that position, she said, well, no, we're not going to give you the position. God moved in a mighty way. They're like, you know what? Thank you, but here's my 2-week notice because I'm a supervisor at home too now. But so don't tell me what he can't do. Bro, come on, man. You got your GED 3 years later, man. And the statistics was built against it. Oh, you're a young black man here. You do this. Man, don't tell me what we cannot do if we just trust God. Bro, and one thing he wants is the glory, bro. And the reason why I strongly feel the way I feel, man, about God is because my word said he's a jealous God. And we was talking earlier about if you're not careful with the things you do and the people you hang around with, seeds get planted. And as that seed get planted, the things start watering that seed. And now he sees the potential of that particular thing overcoming your heart. So now you're in conflict about serving God on Sundays. It's amazing how good the bed feel on Sunday mornings, but it's amazing when the alarm go off on Monday morning, you get up and go to work. But Sunday, you'll hit the snooze button, and I'm gonna watch church on Sunday, but you can't really watch church on Sunday because NFL Sunday starts at noon, and all these things. Well, God, He knows my heart, yes, and He wants your heart. He knows your heart. That's why He is so upset with you. Because He knows you're not gonna do what you're supposed to. It sounds good. I'm gonna do my Bible study on Wednesday. Come Bible study. Your wife wanna go to dinner. Your children got a sporting event. You didn't even make it a Bible study. He know my heart, and that's what the problem is. You're not trying to conform to what He needs you to. It looks good on social media. We can post the businesses that we have, the accomplishments we have, and God looking like, bro, where am I at in the midst of this? It looked good. It looks good for 6 months. When all hell break loose, now it's oh God, I need it. He was like, well, I was dead 6 months ago, bro. So this season you in, this you're gonna let you go through this one. Oh, I'm here, but you're gonna have to wear this one a little bit. Because the moment calamities and problems come and we want God, but when things go right, we get promotions, we get bonuses, and we get all these things, man, new cars and new homes. And He's like, where's my praise? Well, that's why me and the Lord is like this. That's why I'm very careful of organizations I join or things I do. And if it don't give God the glory, do not count me in it. Because He's been too good to me, bro. He has, man. Man, listen, dog. I was at a gas station, man, driving the car my dad gave me. Bro, at a gas station, sitting in front of the gas station, bro, the car blows up. Dog, I ain't supposed to be here.
You done messed me up for the night, bro.
Man, come on, man.
You done messed me up for the
Jordan,
night.
you so bro, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy because I got grace, God's grace covering me. Come on, man. Man, listen, dog. We can have this conversation all night, bro. All night. I'm telling you, man, when I look over my life, man, the podcast started because I know it's a lot of great people doing phenomenal things from Walterboro, and I met people outside of our town that want to get on the podcast and that'll come. But this podcast is this is what this is about, man. It's talking about the trials and tribulations, how we overcome, and to be an inspiration to others that's watching, bro. But I'm telling you, man. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Man, listen, boy. Mount Olive, dog, that place, man. I gave I gave that place a run for its money. But that was my home. That's why I got saved at. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I accepted Jesus Christ, bro. That's why I got baptized at. Right there in Mount Olive, right there on Savage Street. Come on, man. But dog, I'm telling you, bro, like I was such a terror, bro. And look, that's why I can laugh and joke about it now, but that's why I pray with my sons and faster, bro. I want them. There's certain aspects I want to be like their dad, but others I don't because I know where that can take them, bro. You don't get suspended from Sunday school. Who gets suspended from Sunday school? Bro, I never forget. One time I came home from church, bro. The lady who was teaching me Sunday school, I left for a hot minute. I came back. I thought that lady about to strike up a cigarette in the church, bro, when she saw me. That's how that's how much terror I was to that lady, bro. But that's where I think about my life, man, and being from Walterboro, knowing that there was not much chance to me that I was given because of my own doing, how I misbehaved in class and how I was getting suspended and not really realizing how much bad I was doing and how it went before me. I never gathered that concept, man. Teachers was not wanting me going to the principal office, bro, because they don't want me on their roster for the year. Bro, that pod, what's that, Campus A? The pod, bro, like the outside pod, that's the part I was in. Bro, I was in so much trouble when it came to recess. Boy, my name was written in a permanent marker. I couldn't even go outside. Even if I did well today, I couldn't go outside. I got my name on permanent marker for being inside. That little boy. Look at him now. And it's all because of God, bro. I can't take glory for none of this, man. I mean, my pride and ego would try to get in the way. Bro, I can't, man. I can't. And God has been so good to me, bro. I failed so many times. The good thing about it, bro, the Holy Spirit was there every time, sticking his hand down, picking me up. Sticking his hand down, picking me up. Sticking his hand down, picking me up. And that's why now, bro, my joy is so elevated because I know what could have happened. Bro, man, come on, man. Bro, let me tell you this, bro. I forgot about this. Let me tell you this, bro. I'll let you take over. One night I'm driving home and it's raining. And I see the police lights, but I'm like, all right, I got about 200 yards to get to the gas station. I'm driving, of course, me being stupid, I don't let the gas gauge get all the way, man, past the E. So my car ran out of gas. Bro, it's at night. 6'1", 285 black man. I see the cop, but I don't see him because I'm like, all right, there's a gas can in the back of my car. And I'm driving a Ford Focus. So any movement I'm doing, I'm not thinking how much the car is shaking. So I just run out of gas. Bro, I get out the car ignoring his orders. I hear him, but I don't hear him. That could have ended any other type of way, bro. I'm here today. I said, man, I saw you, but I didn't see. I ran out of gas. I got a gas can, and I just need to get gas, man. So here's my driving license, insurance. I said, you want me to get back in the car? If you mind if I stand out here? And it's raining too. I'm just standing out there in the rain. And he's like, man, I think he gave me a warning, something other, the store. I don't think I really got a ticket. I don't think I had to pay anything. And looking back how society, where cops were trigger happy, and I just got out of the car, bro. Like I'm just hop out. Like what you want? But that wasn't my mentality. But I'm glad the Lord, whatever he did, well, I know what he did. He moved on the cop heart to see I wasn't trying to come at him. Yeah, doing. And then the thing about it, bro, I popped my trunk. And he's sitting in his police car. I popped because the little button out there. The Ford Focus trunk just pops up. Once you pull it, bro. I popped my trunk. I'm not realizing the situation I'm in. When it comes to the police, I'm thinking about the situation I'm in. That man, I gotta get yelled at by my wife. I ran out of gas. It's raining. I gotta walk to the gas station. God protected me that night. So if you want to know where my joy comes from, if you want to know why I'm happy, if you want to know why my post is positive, if you want to know why my post got some God in it, if you want to know why I speak the way I speak and I'm just full of energy and excitement, the stories I just told you, bro, I didn't read about, I didn't watch a movie. This is my life. Which that's all I got. You think I'm worried about a phone dying? You think I had a son diagnosed with eye cancer, bro, 9 months. Boy, you think I'm worried about this other stuff, this petty stuff, dislikes and arguments on social media? When I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my son's eye. Come on, man. Come on, bro. I'm too blessed. I'm too blessed.
Oh boy.
So keep moving with integrity, man. Listen to the Lord, man. Be sensitive to it. If it ain't about the Lord, get it out your life, man, so you can hear directly from him. If you look at anything you doing, anything you're part of, if you don't give Christ the glory, bro, get out of it, man. Like, you know what? I love y'all. Hey, you my dog, but we have to cut ties here because you still doing these things, and I can't. I got to be careful of my eyes and my ears. And every time I get in your car, you playing Snoop Dogg. Every time I get in your car, you playing a little baby. Every time I get into the car, you're doing this, and the movies you recommend is about this and that and that. Bro, I don't. You call me lame, call me whatever you want to call me. I still watch TV shows like Man with a Plan and Hang Up Mr. Cooper and Hey Arnold and the Rugrats because I know it's nothing really going to challenge me as far as like being accepted by the world. Like I don't have to compromise. Oh man, you lame, call me what you want, but I got joy. I can hear from the Lord clearly. I don't have to compromise. So yeah, man. I know this the night is supposed to be about you, so we have to do a part two so you can finish your
No,
conversation. Yeah, man.
no,
Yeah,
boy.
you gotta start thinking about how good God has been, brother. Tell you,
What's
man. Oh man, real quick, another one, boy. Uh, going through COVID, we bought a car. I missed the payment. Everything going through divorce. She called me. They don't repo the car. She hurt because the boy seen the car repossessed. I said, Lord, have mercy. I'm hurt because they hurt. I said, Mo, I need your help, brother. I said, the man said I come up with $1,000 by a certain day. He said, do what you can. Call me. I called my boy Mo. I said, man, Mo, I got 500 out of 1,000. He said, hold on, check your cash out. And now the beauty of this story, Mo just lost his wife. He mourning instead of being there for his boy. He got to take care of a teenager and two little boys, but he had time to help his brother. Don't tell me, bro, God, man, boy, listen. All the cattle on the hill is his. Everything belongs to him. He said he'll leave the 99 come for the one night. You gotta trust him. You gotta trust him. That feel big. So he can find you. Man, listen, man, but man, go ahead. Man, you're an hour ahead of me, man. It's only 8:30 my time. It's 9:30 yours, and we can do this all night, man. All right.
boy, you done mess me up. I'm sitting here trying not to cry, and I'm tears. You done mess me up, Jordan. You done mess me up. But you don't know how much you blessed me on tonight. Tonight was not supposed to be about me. It was not supposed to be about me. It's about us as brothers doing what we got to do, man. And I could sit here and we could tell story for story about what God has done, but the synopsis and the summary of it all is that God did it. I am ecstatic, and I am even more confident that I can't remember what scripture it says, but it says, and Ty Trebek came out with the song. He says, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. After all that I've been through, I still got joy." And that's just what man. I have nothing to say right now, bro. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overjoyed. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. There's nothing else that I need to say tonight to add or take away to anything other than trust God. Because if you don't trust God and you don't believe in God, you're not gonna make it through. You're not gonna make it. You're not. To the young people that may be watching, you don't trust God and you don't believe in God, you don't worship God and you don't reverence God, you're not gonna make it. There is no if, ands, or buts about it. They ain't no second ground. They ain't no gray area. You got to be for God or you against him, man. You're listening to two people that have been through some stuff, and we got the opportunity to get it right. Everybody don't get that opportunity. Jordan, boy, I appreciate you. I love you, my boy. I love you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. We need to
I,
run a part two. We run a part two, but
yeah,
I ain't got nothing else to say tonight.
yeah,
I'm speechless, and I'm grateful. I really am. I was trying not to cry on camera, but I couldn't stop the tears. I couldn't
yeah,
stop the tears from falling.
man, man, boy, man. I appreciate you, boy.
Mm,
Boy, oh boy. Real quick again, man. Your wife, she's in the comment box. Check it out. Anita Metz, that's your aunt.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she says she loves you. Nathan Breland here in the comment section. Check him out, man. People have been commenting, man. So, again, man, keep going, man, with integrity. I'm gonna celebrate, man, and see what God do for you and the family. Man, there's so many things, man. You know, I remember, I know we didn't touch on this, man. I know one of your sons um, passed away, and so, man, with the night, man, I appreciate you, brother. I thank you for
Oh,
igniting
man.
igniting that conversation. So, man, just to sit here and just think about, man, how good God has been, brother.
The people, old song said, "You don't know like I know. You can't tell it like I can tell it. What
Yeah,
God has done for me."
yes, sir. Yeah,
Nash,
man. Well, man,
Na-
any
Nashville,
last word? We just gave you last word. You did a benediction.
Yeah, man. Nashville's gonna see me
You,
soon, bro.
you treat my podcast like you talking to the people at the funeral. You give a little smooth word at the end to console the family.
Get off my
I said I
phone.
heard you before.
Get off my phone, Jordan. Nashville's gonna see me soon, and if we
Yeah,
gotta run a part two, we run a part two. I don't care. I tell you, you've encouraged me to go back to doing some lives and just sharing what God is blessing and what God is doing.
yeah,
Um, so we gonna follow through with that. We're gonna follow through
yeah.
with that.
Thank you, everybody, man. We had some listeners hold on the whole time, a whole hour and 40.
Well, we don't
Appreciate
run.
you. You could have been in there watching CSI, watching something, but we appreciate you, man. You being with us tonight. Know what you was about to say?
Well, we don't run a whole hour and 40. God, dog, boy.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
hey, when you talking, man, when you having fun, they say time fly.
It really flew by tonight.
No. Yeah, man. Get some rest, man. I
Hey,
still got to drive home. But
I'm gonna hit
man,
you. Yeah, me too. I got about a 20-minute ride home, but I'm good. Um,
same, yeah,
yeah.
same
But
thing. Man, I love you and appreciate you tonight, brother, for coming on, man.
we chop it up tomorrow, boy. Hit me up tomorrow. I'll hit you tomorrow.
All right, that'll work.
All right, Bubba. All our
All right.
viewers, thank y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all.
They number like Sprite and old Power in here.